Who would win in a fight, a rhino or a hippo? This is not just a question of sheer strength or endurance, it's a question of survival, strategy, and the will to win. Picture this, the sprawling savannas of Africa, where survival is a daily struggle. Here, two of the continent's most formidable creatures lock horns, or rather horn and jaw, in a hypothetical battle of epic proportions. On one side we have the rhino, a behemoth armored with a deadly horn and the agility of a seasoned warrior. On the other side, the hippo, a colossal heavyweight with a bite force that can crush bone and a temper to match. Each has its strengths and weaknesses, its tactics and strategies, honed through countless years of evolution and survival. So who would emerge victorious in this clash of titans? Both are powerhouses, but who reigns supreme on land? Let's start with the rhino, a symbol of brute strength and speed. Don't let their size fool you. Rhinos, despite their enormous weight, are capable of charging at up to 35 miles per hour. This agility, combined with their nimble feet, can be a game changer when they're up against the massive bulk of a hippo. Now, onto their most iconic feature, the horn. This mighty keratin spearhead is the rhino's primary weapon. It's capable of piercing through the thick hide of a hippo, causing potentially devastating injuries. Aiding this deadly weapon is the rhino's strong neck muscles, which add bone-jarring force to each strike, making the horn even more formidable. But the rhino is not without its weaknesses. While they are substantial in size, they can't match the hippo's immense 3-ton frame. Their bite force pales in comparison, and their turning radius is compromised by their sheer size, potentially limiting their ability to dodge. Moreover, if the fight accidentally spills into water, the rhino's land-based advantages fade away, giving the upper hand to the more aquatic hippo. So, the rhino is a formidable opponent with its powerful horn and surprising speed. However, it's not without its weaknesses. The question remains, how do these strengths and weaknesses fare against the hippo's defenses? Let's find out in the next scene. Now, let's move on to the hippo, a behemoth known for its size and ferocity. When you picture a hippo, you're likely imagining a 3-ton boulder on legs, and you wouldn't be far off. Their massive frame allows them to slam into opponents with incredible force, and their bite, the strongest of any land mammal, can easily crush bone. But their defense isn't just about brute strength. The hippo's hide is like a natural suit of armor. 2 inches of tough skin act as a shield against many attacks, buying the hippo precious time to retaliate. And let's not forget the hippo's temper. These territorial beasts are known for their aggression and charge at surprising speeds when provoked. However, every titan has its Achilles heel, and the hippo is no exception. Despite their surprising bursts of speed, hippos are essentially lumbering giants. Their size makes them predictable and easier to dodge for more agile opponents. And while their front is a fortress, their flanks and rear are less armored, providing potential targets for attacks. Lacking the rhino's offensive horn, hippos rely heavily on brute force and bite power, leaving them susceptible to agile adversaries. The hippo, with its massive size and powerful bite, is truly a force to be reckoned with. But it has its own set of weaknesses. A battle between these two titans would indeed be a spectacle, but who would come out on top? That's a question for our next scene. Now imagine the showdown between these two titans. The dust swirls as they square off, each assessing the other's strengths and weaknesses. The rhino, with its speed and agility, could dart around the hippo's hulking frame, looking for an opening to deliver a piercing blow with its horn. On the other hand, the hippo's sheer size and forceful bite could be a game changer, potentially overpowering the rhino in a head-to-head collision. The terrain could also play a crucial role. A battle on land would favor the rhino, while a fight in water might swing the odds in the hippo's favor. Individual skills too could tip the scales, whether it's the rhino's agility or the hippo's raw power. While the rhino's speed and horn give it an edge, the hippo's size and aggression make it a formidable opponent. The winner? Well, that depends on a variety of factors. But let's not forget, both rhinos and hippos are endangered or vulnerable species. Their survival hangs in the balance, threatened by habitat loss, poaching, and climate change. These magnificent creatures are more than just contenders in an imaginary showdown. They're an integral part of our world's biodiversity, key players in their ecosystems. It's our responsibility to ensure their continued existence. Their battles are best left to the realm of imagination, and their conservation deserves our highest priority.